All right, I'm about to do a 600-pound squat, which I haven't done since March. Last warm-up moved fine. I'm so excited to do this. If it moves bad, it doesn't matter. I know I got it. No spotters, just Jesus and you guys. But I'm so excited. It's been 8 months, over 8 months since I've been able to even fathom unracking this. And I'll talk about it at a different point. Right now, it's time to lift. You know what? Just cut to a description of what's happened, Luke.
All right, Luke, I'll give these people a little rundown. This is post-Nationals 2025 in March. Doing a little decent block here where I pushed my conventional beltless as well as doing core work. And what this caused was a big problem in my scar that I've had in the past, which was my hernia. And the hernia in my groin started feeling like it had reopened, which is a horrible feeling. Wasn't intense pain, but it was very dull and consistent, sometimes achy discomfort in that groin area. And so I had to pull back training a lot. I had thought it had re-torn completely, but luckily it hadn't. I found out by going to ultrasounds and getting some work done, and, actually the results came back as you're fine, bro, but it didn't feel fine. It felt pretty bad. So after a while of squatting 1 rep, deadlifting 1 rep, and even less actually, the pound plates, I began getting my way back. So this is 300 pounds. I can't really brace, so it's kind of just, using my back to stand up. And slowly but surely, I was able to tolerate more and more, and I grew some confidence, but then I would kind of have a little setback, and it was always a back and forth to maintain this progression forward. And you can see here, this is me with 330. Whenever I do a weight like this, it would end up hurting quite bad. And at certain points, it actually hurt to even stand on like the right side. So I'd always kind of want to pick my right foot up. So, for a little bit, it was quite bad. Don't want to undermine it, but it's not, it wasn't torn. It just felt quite bad. So in my feelings, I went to my old stomping grounds, World Gym Scarborough, hit a few sets here. You can see I'm getting some heavier weight on the bar, but this is still like 50-60% or even less, I don't know. Anyway, eventually I could deadlift 3 reps again, and this was a really big one. Took a few months, and obviously the strength was there, but just trusting myself to deadlift or squat without the fear of it like completely tearing and being over took a while. And then got 3 reps up on the squat here, made 2 super heavyweights spot me because of the fear I was feeling. And had some ups and downs, had some days where I could load a little heavier, but I'd always end up getting some pretty bad discomfort after, right? So this session, I remember I went home and I thought like, oh, we're all good. Woke up the next morning with a lot of pain. And this was the first session lifting 3 reps on the squat and the deadlift in the same day. Eventually, I got past that pain and was able to do 4 reps, which was huge because I'm like, okay, obviously making some really good progress here. The thing was, after I'd gotten kind of past the groin discomfort, which lasted many months, I ended up having a lot of back and then hip and adductor problems. So it was like a big issue where I could do some decent weight, but when it came to producing force at the top end like that, I would just get stapled to the floor. Eventually got some more progression after my back was really hurting, and I was able to squat, but I couldn't really deadlift. And here's another 240 kilo deadlift fail. I could always deadlift 220 quite quickly, and 240 plus would always really hurt. And only very recently, like September, was I able to pull more than 240, or pull 240 even. I think there's like 8 fails. And so this right here, that looked fine, but it felt like RPE 10, like my back was going to rip in half. But then slowly got my work capacity back up. Here's 475 for sets and reps. And yes, this hurt quite bad, but you can see the confidence as I bring my hips through at the top. My groin was feeling much better. I was recovering from sessions, and only by the end of a block. So for example, this block, this is week 3, doing like 490 for like 4. And then I go into the week 4, loaded too much, even though it wasn't actually overshot. My body responded quite poorly, and I was in some pretty bad pain for a while. Then you can see here on this, look at the lockout, my hip felt like it exploded. I don't know if you could see. Anyway.
And now it's time to squat.
Let's go!
That was a baby. That was baby. Everyone said 700 in 5 months.
Bro, that's like 606, right?
Yeah.
Good job, man.
Thank you, bro.
What do you weigh?
What? I compete 183.
What are you at now?
I weighed in 87 like yesterday. Did like bench only.
Ooh,
Yeah.
so much heavier.
Oh, I know. But for me, that's big. For like the past 2 years.
Yes, yeah.
Well, I mean, the cut should be easy. I used to force myself to be 74. Yeah, and then I die.
You should go to 110.
I will one
You'd
day.
be a square.
Yeah, yeah. Imagine just load 1,000. I'd like the amount of times
Out of the group.
I squatted
Yeah, it's weird.
this many reps
Because I have
and
this
went home
thing to
angry
stay elite.
is insane.
I like these things.
Give me that next one.
Extremely intelligent, but I think he's having a really hard time with
I could quad, man. I could quad. That was insane. It was easy. It was nothing. It was baby. It was baby. Okay. The amount of times I knew I shouldn't load 2 reds in the last 8 months is insane. The amount of times I actually couldn't even pull 3 reds for many months because of just many nagging injuries. And I'm still not 100% better, but with the bare minimum kind of workload I've been doing, besides like the last primer kind of sessions into this, it's gonna be scary. I just need to be smart though and not get too crazy, because obviously it's going very well, but this is the thing, like with what I've been dealing with, if I go too hard, it flares up. So we'll check back in a few days and see, but I feel really good. Oh my God, like I'm a little heavy, but I'm eating lots because I'm training harder, heavier than I have been in the past 8 months. So I'm trying to really give myself the food to recover. But bro, it's gonna be easy cut. I'm having like 500 carbs a day, 200 protein, not 180, 80 fat. So it's like 3,500 calories or so. So cutting will be easy, but goddamn boys, like, you know, I never wanted to actually give up, but I was like, this is fucking terrible. I thought I almost had that surgery. I'm just here, doing the thing. So never give up. Anyway, I still have this fucking 60 pounds off my max, but goddamn, the joy it brings me to lift and not feel something really hurting. Oh man, come on. Oh, what he said?
100%. He's so happy.
I can tell. He's like telling me about Aaron.
He's so happy.
I can tell. He's like telling me about Aaron.
That was a pretty good 495. Could pull more, but it's my secondary pull day. So the fact that I'm pulling 495 again is pretty big. Now, gonna wrap up some back downs. This shirt is so dirty. And then I'm gonna go and handle my boy Dale at Provincials. I also had Julia compete yesterday. Julia did really, really well. And then we got Horace and Pete on Sunday. So I'll let you guys know how that goes. It's gonna be good though. The boys are ready. And Trevor Greenwood, big boy, competing as well. So it should be fun. It's gonna be a fun weekend.
Everyone at the meet did quite well. We had a few 9 for 9 days, a lot of total PRs, and then some days that just didn't go our way. And that's life. That is powerlifting. The people who didn't have their day, we are mostly going for qualifying totals for nationals, and when you reach big, sometimes you don't hit the target. You know, it happens. Everyone's walking away healthy and ready to go. I'm excited and really honored for everyone who trusts me in their training. If you're interested, shoot me a DM. Anyway, my training, it looks like we're on a better trajectory now. I'm going to keep up with that. and just try our best. We have 18 or 20 weeks or whatever it is till nationals. Let me know if you guys want me to keep putting out videos. I probably will anyway, because it is cool, and I'm excited to look back on this in the future and watch these ups and downs that I've had, and yeah, just live the journey back. But 20 weeks, 18 weeks, whatever it is, gonna keep putting in the work, try my best to stay healthy, make good decisions, and yeah, that is pretty much it. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.